Hello and welcome to The United Stand. This is your Manchester United transfer news daily, where we give you all the latest Manchester United transfer news and give it that real fan opinion. And it's the morning after the night before, and I tell you what, the elation and excitement, it does not subside. Massive win against Spurs yesterday. And have you seen the next four fixtures for us, Arsenal and Chelsea? Look, Arsenal fans were taking a pop at me on social media last night, but we were a mid-table club a month ago. And we've caught you up. And next it's Chelsea. And next it's Spurs. And then hopefully next season it's City and Liverpool. They don't seem to grasp when they're saying, oh, you're celebrating being joint fifth. We were a mid-table club a month ago. We will celebrate every step because it's a journey. And we will leave you behind and we will move towards Chelsea. But Chelsea and Arsenal in their next four games, they play each other and they've both got to play City. They're going to drop points. We've got Burnley, Brighton, Leicester and Fulham. If we can win all those four, I know it's a big ask to say let's win 9 Premier League games in a row, but if we can, we probably will be fourth. And who knows, maybe we can catch Spurs. But this is where my aggression and frustration comes in. There is some frustration in there. Oh yes, there is. And I saw it on social media yesterday after the game as well. This is where our eyes turn to that board. And how good is that board? Remember when you wanted Mourinho out? Remember some of you said it's not just Mourinho needs to go, it's the board as well. They're a big problem. Well, I tell you what, that board needs to spend some bloody money this month. Because if they don't back Ollie this month and they don't bring a player in this month, maybe top four won't be ours. And we'll be sat here going, if they'd done that then we could have done it. This battle for fourth place is not straightforward. We're in one, and we weren't in one a month ago. It was mission impossible. Now it's mission possible. But they must spend money. You can't polish a turd. And look, I just want to applaud Phil Jones yesterday. He didn't slip over and cost us a goal, and that's all I ask. But did he play particularly well? No. He stood off Kane. He got bullied by Kane. And so did Lindelof at times. It's not exclusive to Phil Jones. But if you're asking me who our centre-back should be, it's Lindelof. So we need a domineering centre-back. And we need it now. We need it now. We have got a good run of fixtures. We are doing very, very well. But we have got to play Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal. They're tough games. And we can't get through those games with that defence. We need a centre-back. 80 million quid. 90 million quid. It's the going rate. Go and spend it. Koulibaly wants to come. He's had enough in Italy. He's been there a number of years. There's the racism stuff going on. Napoli are never going to win Serie A. They're never going to win the Champions League. He can make big money. The Premier League is attractive. Go and get him. Go and get him. Seriously, go and get him and do it yesterday. We've got 2 and a bit weeks left of this transfer window. Go and do it. Go and make a statement because there is no reason not to do it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves it. We demand it as fans. He totally deserves it. There is no argument. There is no argument to go, let's wait and see what happens in the summer. Let's see who the next manager's going to be. We've got something we didn't think we were going to get. A clear sight where it's more or less in our own hands to go and get top 4. And to do that, you've got to get him in. Our midfield was knackered yesterday. Our front three became redundant in the second half because Spurs were losing. They went through the gears. They're a good team and they concerned our defence. And our defence sort of caved in apart from De Gea. And that's why we were getting so much pressure. A stronger defence that could solidify itself against those attacks would have been the platform to build from the midfield and have more opportunities in the second half. It's got to be done. Koulibaly's there. Koulibaly's the one we should go for. I don't care if it costs £90 million. The club can afford it. I'm sure the shareholders do. I'm sure the board do. I'm sure Woodward do. But this is money to bring money in. This is top 4. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves it and the fans deserve it. And there is no reason not to do it. And as I said yesterday, Napoli can say they don't want to sell. We're not selling at any price. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price in anything. And everybody's got a price. Chelsea are doing it with Higuain. Milan don't want to sell, but we've got a price. Napoli will do it with Koulibaly. Inter Milan will do it with Skriniar. The problem is, everybody's got a price. Forget everybody not wanting to sell. Everybody's got a price. The problem, as it is always, is do Manchester United want to pay the price? That's the problem. And that's the question that we throw out there over the next 2.5 weeks. Everybody has a price. Will Manchester United pay it? 90 million for Koulibaly. If United are going, we'll only go to 60, we ain't going to get him. Oh, we'll wait till the summer and still have to pay 90 million and still not pay it. Pay the bloody money. He's older. He's in the summer, he's 6 months older. Get him now, 6 months younger. It's still the same price. Go and do it, and we will get top 4, and it's that important. And we won't be playing in the Emmerdale Cup next season. We'll be playing in the Champions League. He deserves it. He just so deserves it. 5 Premier League wins in a row. He's done almost the impossible in some eyes. Absolutely amazing. Deserves to be backed in this transfer window. And who cares who the next manager is in the summer? At the moment, it should be Ollie anyway. So work on that assumption. But even if it's Pochettino, even if it's Zidane, they ain't going to say no if Woodward goes, one little thing that might annoy you. I spent 90 million on Koulibaly in January. I took a risk because I thought he'd be better than Phil Jones. They'll go, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And it'll be their first English words they learn and speak. They'll be absolutely ecstatic. Just do the deal. Do the bloody deal and do it quick. Because so many, this is the thing I love about you lot. Looking on social media yesterday, so much happiness about the result. We're all so very happy. But the one thing everybody was saying is, we desperately need a centre-back because we're not going to get away with that second half every game against the top teams. But if we bring a centre-back in, we won't be playing like that. We'll be a lot stronger. We need to be stronger at the back. Lindelof and Jones, they're not ball winners. They're not strong enough. They need someone next to them. And the only person we've got to do that is Smalling. And Smalling can't pass out from the back, and he makes mistakes. He's good in the air, but that's not what we need. We need to buy. The next player I want to talk about is Anthony Martial. This is quite, I suppose it's a bit of a, sort of links in with Carrasco as well. Look, Carrasco is coming back from China. United are linked to him. Arsenal are linked to him. He's 25. He's a good winger, but a lot of people are concerned because he does sort of play off the left. Now, obviously, that could be an issue for Anthony Martial. The problem with Anthony Martial is he's not signed a new contract. And I think a lot of United fans are like, well, it's because of Mourinho. And I'm clinging to that hope as well. But when you look back on what his agent has said, he's basically said there's been a number of offers from Manchester United, but they're a long way from the offer that they want. Now, that's not to do with Mourinho. I think he probably would have wanted to leave because of Mourinho. Maybe he's more happy to stay at United now. But when his agent is saying that numerous offers have been made and they're nowhere near what we want, that's not Mourinho. That's Ed Woodward. When is Woodward going to give him the money that he wants? And if he's not going to give him the money he wants, he's going to go. So I think we need to be very, very eyes open about this because the agent has made it very, very clear. Martial's not signed a new contract because United haven't offered him the contract that they think they deserve. When are United going to do that? And it concerns me because here we are in January. We've got Phil Jones, Ashley Young, Ander Herrera, Juan Mata, Andres Pereira, all needing to sign contracts, all allowed to go within the last 6 months. Last summer, we let Fellaini go out of contract and then he finally decided to stay. We got De Gea and we got Martial both going into their last year of the contract. I think what's going to happen with Martial is that we're going to have to sell him in the summer or we're going to risk losing him for free. Pay the money. Why would you not pay the money for Martial? He's not going to be asking for 500 grand a week. He's probably asking for about 250, 300. And to be honest with you, he's probably worth that. He's an asset. You're always going to get that money from Martial because even if it doesn't work out, somebody would want him. All our rivals want Martial. Pay the money. It's a worry. It's a concern. Pay the money because this is about the money. It's about the offer and his agent has said they're a long way off. And maybe that is why we're looking at Carrasco. I don't know, but I just wanted to bring the Martial thing in there because I thought Martial played well yesterday. I don't know what you lot think. I think Martial did play well. Obviously, somebody's got to come off and Rashford's the flavour of the moment. To be honest with you, Rashford's going to track back more than Martial. But I've got to say, Rashford was frustrating me because he's just standing 10 yards away from Trippier, letting him put the cross in, and that was always their threat. But Rashford was dead on his feet. So I thought Martial's interplay with Pogba and Lingard was really good. He had a couple of good chances himself. Our front three is sorted at the moment. It's Martial, Lingard and Rashford until the summer when we might bring a right midfielder in. So he's a first teamer. Give him the contract. If we lose Martial, we're stuck with Sanchez. And I think Sanchez is a problem still. And he tucks inside to Pogba's space. So I paid Martial the money. Gary Neville made some very interesting comments yesterday. He said that there are 3 players at Manchester United that just do not fit the Ollie way. And the Ollie way, well, the 3 players are Fellaini, Mata and Lukaku. And it's very interesting because we've spoken about Mata and said that he's 31 in, I think, April. He's out of contract. What does he offer Manchester United? I love Juan Mata. I think he's a brilliant person, a great gentleman and a brilliant footballer. And I think we've not used him well since we bought him. We've never played with a number 10. We stick him out on the wing and then he gets exposed by people with quick left backs who bomb on forward. He ain't got the pace to keep up with him. Leicester opening game of the season, same thing happened at Brighton. He gets exploited by a quick fullback and fullbacks tend to be quick. Mata's place where he can't be exploited is centrally, but we don't play a number 10. So I think Mata doesn't suit Solskjaer because Solskjaer wants 3 players, Lingard, Martial and Rashford, who are quick, and Sanchez is quick and tenacious. That's what Solskjaer wants. Back and forth, quick. That doesn't suit Mata. Fellaini, obviously it doesn't suit him. Way too slow, way too static, and his best asset is to a high ball, which we won't play. I mean, it's so interesting about Fellaini. I even said with 20 minutes to go, because it's imprinted in our brain from Mourinho, look at what Spurs did. They chucked Llorente on, they've got Harry Kane, they're putting crosses in the box. Actually, last 20 minutes, Fellaini wouldn't have been a bad option. But Solskjaer, brilliant, high five. He doesn't even have him as an option. He doesn't even want him as an option. And that surely is the end of the road for Fellaini. And that end of the road could be round the corner. It could be this month, which would be brilliant. To remove that option from our team would be absolutely positive. Lukaku, I mean, Gary Neville did say Lukaku. With Lukaku, I mean, Lukaku didn't do anything when he came on, which was a bit frustrating. The point of Lukaku coming on was to freshen things up, but also he's a lot bulkier than Rashford and Martial and Lingard, and Alderweireld and Vertonghen are very bulky, and I thought Lukaku's going to wrestle and hold the ball up, and he didn't. It just kept coming back and back and back. So yeah, Lukaku, is he going to fit into this team? Is he going to be happy to sit on the bench? Who would buy him? That's the thing with him. But going back to the Mata thing, we've been linked to Coutinho. We've been linked to Eriksen. I don't see the point in us signing those sort of players or a Dybala because these are creators and we don't use those creators. We've got Pogba, who is more of a midfielder, but he's our creator in a more midfield position. So I don't think Eriksen, as good as he is, would suit United. I don't think Coutinho would suit United. We need width, speed, tenacity, intensity in our front positions, and we need midfielders who are box to box with creativity like Paul Pogba. Going back to the centre-back issue though, because I know some of you will say it, Toby Alderweireld. Does Toby Alderweireld solve a problem for Manchester United? I think a lot of United fans will have had their eyes opened up yesterday that Toby Alderweireld does not solve a problem for Manchester United. If you look at that first half before we ran out of legs and got pinned back, we were stretching Alderweireld and Vertonghen all over Wembley like an elastic band. The movement of Martial and Lingard and Rashford, which isn't anywhere near as good as the movement of Sane, Aguero and Sterling, or Mane, Salah and Firmino, because it's new to us when they've been doing it for a while. But Alderweireld's been pulled all over the place. He's lost a yard of pace. That's not what we need. That's not the solution, and it would be a dangerous solution to go for. If it's over nothing, I probably still would do it because I think Alderweireld probably would help us get top 4. But for me, it would be a big fat no, I'm afraid. Anyway, link in the video description for Football Index. Give that a go. I'm doing particularly well at the moment on my portfolio. United players are on the bounce. Pogba's gone up again. Rashford's gone up again. Links in the video description. Got to be over 18 to play it. Please do gamble responsibly. But these are the times if you're going to have a go on it, have a go on it. It tends to be about the cheapest share. It's basically a stock market for football players. A game really where you can buy shares in real football players and their price will go up on performance and on news stories. And obviously it's the transfer window, so players' prices will go up if they are linked to transfers. I bought some shares in Higuain last week because I think he's going to go to Chelsea. He's about £3 a share. If he goes to Chelsea, I think, and starts scoring, he'll go up to £5 or £6 a share. So it's a good one for me. But links in the video description. Give it a go. There's forums and everything. What I would say is if you're going to have a go, probably go in with a minimum of about 20 quid. And I do it as a sort of long-term strategy, I suppose, because I've made about 90 quid, 96 quid in the last month, and I've got a portfolio of about 8 players. But you can do it shorter than that. You can buy and sell players every day if you want to. Have a go. Link in the video description. Back tonight at 8 o'clock with the call-in. Looking forward to that. I'm sure we'll be talking about the next United manager. Thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video and get your comments in. Should the board be doing something this month? Is that what our eyes are on now? Because I think they should.